Всем привет, ребята, меня зовут Джон Доу, мы продолжаем проходить Ведьмак 3 Каменные Сердца. В общем-то, прямо сейчас Витольд или Владимир зажигает на свадьбе в образе Геральта. И, в общем-то, посмотрим, чем все это закончится, но, по ходу дела, будет, ребята, весело. А, теперь нужно зачищать этого хрена, хорошо. Так, аккуратно. Не хватало еще, чтобы меня кабан убил. Кстати, да, вышел патч, ребята, где они полностью ребаланснули, получается, DLC. Будем надеяться, что все теперь будет огурцом, потому что там еще битву с боссами ребаланснули, судя по описанию патча. И, короче, скорее всего, все теперь будет отлично. Я, по крайней мере, надеюсь на это очень. Будет интересно посмотреть. Потому что, как вы все прекрасно помните, до этого фактически играть было невозможно на этом уровне сложности, потому что все битвы превращались в какие-то скачки бесконечные просто. У врагов какое-то невероятное количество здоровья было, и, блин, я наносил минимальное количество дамага, и битвы очень затягивались. Опа-на, охренеть. Что-то мало здоровья он не снял, что очень странно, должен заметить. Все, упал, замечательно. Идем дальше. Раньше, кстати, по-моему, вепрей не было, и вот их добавили в DLC.
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Indeed you are not, Master. Believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will come to you. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and sound. The missing fire blower is missing no more. It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
And Dean? What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness a spectacle unrivaled. A man so bold as to eat fire.
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive.
Замечательно, теперь мы 34 уровня. Хорошо, я расставлю очки чуть попозже. Чем-то еще можно заняться? Ну-ка, давайте узнаем. А, можно нажраться, отлично. Нет, подожди, что-то здесь не так. Женщины. Вот, выпить.
I never say no to a lady, to your fair beauty, and to yours, Shani, naturally.
Your elfin happiness. Fortune smile upon you, white wolf.
Отлично, что тут дальше имеется? Это мне начинает нравиться, подожди-ка. Где еще бухло? Подожди, к ней можно поприставать, правильно?
You, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken me for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going. You drunken randy. Nothing good's ever come of that mix.
Забавно. Погоди-ка, ну-ка, давай что-нибудь еще посмотрим. Где можно еще набедокурить? Ну-ка, наверх. Я требую подняться наверх.
The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Then let's speak.
But how so? Just like that?
Ну-ка. Что тут можно сделать? Я не понимаю. Вот, что-то есть. Только вот я не могу нацелиться на эту херню. Вот.
Just like that.
I'm all ears. What would you want to talk about? I'm sorry, converse.
Well, when it comes right down to it,
Yes.
you see, the thing is,
Come now, spit it out. Yes, it's just as I thought. Come, it's time we return.
Ладно, что у нас тут еще имеется?
what's just as you thought? I find you intimidating.
It's loud and glowing power.
I've only ever dealt with simple maids, whereas you're a surgeon. I believe I was right not to just take you and... Well, I was right to take the more romantic approach.
Oh, all right. Now come, we return to ourselves.
Блин, ну у него походняк, конечно. Я не могу. Это нечто. Погоди. Сюда. Что у нас здесь? Можно еще жахнуть. Давай.
To the young lovers, may their loins deliver, may they sire many a pair, and reap gobs of coin.
Ну спасибо, братан. Что у нас здесь? Можно потанцевать, верно? Ну-ка. Погоди-ка. Опа, погнал.
Don't let me stop you.
Можно к нему приставать, ну-ка. Опа, она. Смотри, как херачит. Это превосходно, господи. Ага,
Thanks.
капец. Прям танцор диска, ребята. Что у нас тут?
Look at our wolves falling over themselves to catch a painted pig, smearing their wedding garb with
А нужно поймать свинью?
Please, no!
Что такое? Погоди, с кем разговаривать? С тобой?
Worse?
Что-то я не пойму. Подожди, к кому подходить? К ним?
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned king of the swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
King of the swineherds, eh? And what's this king get exactly? A king's ransom, I would hope.
No coin. Honours the prize. King gets a crown of laurels he pins to his saddle, rides about with pride that he's king of the swineherds.
You mentioned some trifles for the lasses. Are they worthwhile at least?
For certain. Lovely, every last one. Pretty as a painting. Win and see for yourself.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honoured. Get that cripple out of there! Could chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the Witcher give it a run.
Тут же можно немножко почитерить, правильно, если я использую знаки? Ну-ка давай. Аксии. Нам нужно каких свиней?
Watch my movement, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases.
Подожди, вот куда нам нужно сюда? Подожди, я не пойму. Какую клетку? Вот туда, что ли? Я прав? Давай. Давай, давай, туда иди. Свинка. Ну уже. Хлеб иди. Не хочет она идти. Давай. Не-а. А чё они не заходят, Давай, свинья. Сюда иди. Ой, я что-то не понимаю, что здесь делать. Ну уже, блин. Свинья. Сука. Давай. А чё она не заходит? Чё за бред? Хрюшка. Я не понимаю, как это сделать. Она со мной идет, да? Давай, свинка, иди сюда, иди. Да, она со мной бежит. Ну давай же, ну иди сюда. Свинья. Хрюндель. Хорошо, есть. Вторая. Давай сюда. Нужен уже. Все.
Feel foolish, peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Whoa, Master Witcher. What were the trickery back there, the fancy finger twisting? I know. Seen that afore. Witcher told a lad to go hang himself, drew some flowers in the air with his hand, and the man lost his mind. Meaning you cheated, and shan't be crowned king of the swineherds.
Shani, what is it Geralt says in these situations? Damn it.
Yes, that's it.
Damn it. Now for what I say. Go shove rakes up your asses, you peasant curs. Do I look anything like a swineherd? Come, Shani. I've had enough of these hay seeds. Forgive me, Shani. I've let you down.
Are you worried about that pig? Oh, you needn't be.
We're here as a couple. I wanted to win you that thing.
Really, it's unimportant. Nothing at all.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl. That's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course. But still. Yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
А, сейчас все. Пикап-мастер в деле. Альфа-самец уже здесь.
my sweet?
What?
When you fell from the heavens.
Why, Sarah.
Shh, my dear. No more words. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how?
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Lesky, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
Ты приказывать будешь, холоп. Отлично, отлично.
You shan't keep me from anything, filthy hayseed.
Lads, mutants calling us names.
Stand down, swineherds, or Lord Witcher will give you a bloody mighty drubbing. Now, where's a plowing fence board when you need it?
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
Ну как же, свадьба без драки, ребят. Без этого никак. Теперь мне, походу, дадут по щам. Это я вам сразу говорю, потому что драться в рукопашную я что-то дерусь херово.
Fence boards, the perfect weapon for sweaty-assed swineherds.
Perfect fit for your job, you plowing
Назад.
gentle fuck.
А, нельзя, то есть, да, типа, только по-честному все. Потому что меня палками отпиздят. Да что ж такое? Почему все время трое? Почему не... Так, давайте по одному. Ах ты ж собака, это видно. О, не! Загнали в угол, суки. Вот черт, мне сейчас тут пошло. Да ты почему втроем-то, блядь? Почему не по одному?
Had enough, lordling.
That'll teach you to woo and dupe decent maids. Got my eye on you.
Lesky, let's go.
Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Don't. You must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
Eliminating potential obstacles, see? All part of my plan. Usually I take a few passing blows in the doing, and the young miss in question then swoons with pity, tends to my wounds.
So, what went wrong?
It's this damned malformed body. All sinews, and this mug? Were I to wear my own, oh, 'twould be another story altogether. The maidens always fell for my melancholy eyes, and the swagger in my scars. But I'll gladly try again. Just indicate a lass, and...
You've proven everything amply. Let's just have fun, all right? After all, you haven't much time left.
Fine. I suppose you're right. Come then. Ah, my kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster until we expire.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for a loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can strut as proud as any peacock.
Perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but
Call it idle curiosity, but how many have you had?
many. And not a scrub hag among them, I should add. Women with true class, all. Though none to match your charms. Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
I'm not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask. Shani, may I kiss you?
You're incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's a drip.
Please.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
То же самое.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Thing is, normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everett.
Because they are churls.
Don't be too hard on him. All in all, he's actually rather fun.
Ha! See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pike so far up your ass, you can't wear hats.
Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gonter Odin, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back here.
Better. Come, Shani. The night beckons us not to jabber it away.
Погоди-ка. Давай-ка поговорим с зеркалом. Какого хрена он здесь делает, мне интересно.
Gingerbread's now but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time. You touch it. Let you sniff it. Stroke it even. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gonter Odin. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother, that you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
I came here to revel, enjoy myself, not to discuss my brother.
That's good. Olgierd probably wouldn't want me to talk to you about him.
Olgierd was my brother and my friend. Never have there been more loyal comrades than us.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it, I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me, cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5, took them on all at once, alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave, often. Pours a drink for me, gets soused himself, and talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Shani, I'm sorry,
It's all right. That was... Forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
Ну ладно, это интересный поворот.
Lies, a word of truth.
Don't let it bother you.
Geared was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
And now right along. I'm welcome.
Интересно. Мне просто непонятно, что задумал Человек-зеркало. Так, следующий. Подожди-ка, выпить-то можно с кем-нибудь? О, нет, я не хочу играть в Гвинт.
Perhaps you'd care to sit down to some Gwent with us.
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insults.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
Let us play, gentlefolk.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
Вот, бля, я проиграю, ребят. Я хреново играю в Гвинт. Я делаю первый ход. Ну охренеть.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement?
No weaseling out of this. Hand over the coin.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it.
We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even.
Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say he dons the cap and gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von Everek's a man among men.
Hear that? So Sloshy thinks he's Vladimir von Everek.
Rogue's long dead, by my reckoning.
Exactly.
Those ears. You look, interesting.
Time to drink. We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball.
Ну это капец. Теперь с ушами, как лошара, тут хожу по свадьбе.
I think you look charming.
Quite the lark, this Gwent. Onward to the next diversion.
Капец, это что за игра вообще была? У них читерские карты, их победить нереально просто с моей колодой. Это невозможно было сделать.
seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot?
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at to dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Tain't there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. The man's got to dive in and fish it out.
Look, mutations don't just turn them barren as a mule, they give them an ass's ears to boot. Must have some other horse part hidden in his trousers.
Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for you.
Здесь я справлюсь, но я выгляжу нелепо. Пипец. Просто герой, блядь. Человек-осел, блядь. Это по-любому так и было задумано, но это бред, карты остаются. Ну, я не знаю, что у него за колода там такая имбовая, блин. Что это такое? Это ботинок чей-то. Потерянная туфля. Раз. Это все? Выловить туфлю. Подожди. Шани из озера. Ну, я вроде как ее выловил. Вон там еще какая-то туфля, смотрите. Уже 2 туфли нашел. А вон еще. Охренеть. Может, тут золото найду? Сколько туфлей я нашел-то, а? А Шанины туфли я так и не нашел, верно? Нет, ну я вроде все обыскал. Ничего больше не вижу. Всплываем. Типа еще не вся?
Damn mucky that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silk could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
Продолжаем. О, все, я так понимаю, это конец.
Now we must do something else. Something wild.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the capping.
Go on, Shawnee. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
No need? Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still shite all to talk about, but I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shawnee.
The midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give them a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely bear with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another shrine. Christ will love eternal, bride will best beware, or she'll make you a cuckold in the coming year. What's the groom a thinking? Storm upon his brow. Must be said gallant cow. You get the cow, above the calf the hay. So drink and be merry.
Tradition holds. Whoever caught the gallant shall be next to wed.
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good. A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance, their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't! I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shawnee, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everick, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this. Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everick will bother you no more.
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade, follow his path. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas, besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Блин, так кто же это такой? Вот ничего интересного, никак понять не могу. Найти что-нибудь, что поднимет настроение Шани, используя наше чутье. Почитать запись о Шане в дневнике, узнать, что ее может порадовать. Окей. Глоссарий. Персонажи. Шани. Геральт спустился в Оксенфурские каналы, чтобы встретиться с чудовищным монстром. Легко представить удивление, с которым он наткнулся на свою старую и любимую подругу в глубине склизких сырых коридоров. Мы познакомились с этой удивительной девушкой много лет назад, когда она была еще студенткой. Теперь же она стала уважаемым врачом и бесстрашным полевым медиком в Риданской армии. Вот эта служба в армии привела ее в сопровождении отряда солдат в каналы. Их задачей было собрать образцы яда, которые распространяло обитавшее там чудовище. Геральт, джентльмен до мозга костей, согласился ей помочь. Знакомство Геральта с Витольдом фон Эвериком напомнило ему, что когда-то он испытывал в Шане бурные и взаимные, пусть и мимолетные чувства. А еще он понял, что эти чувства утихли не до конца. Жизнь во все времена сочиняла такие истории, под которыми не подписался бы ни один поэт из опасения, что читатели высмеют его, как завравшегося сказочника. Таков, например, случай с Геральтом и призраком Витольда фон Эверика. Имея одно тело на двоих, они сопровождали Шани на свадьбу Аддоны, ее подруги из Академии. Кому-то такая компания помешала бы насладиться вечером, но только не Шани. Видя изящное свадебное убранство, слыша ароматы спелой рябины, напомнившие ей о детстве, Шани почувствовала, что кровь в ее жилах забурлила, как в юности, и, счастливая, бросилась в гущу праздничных событий. Ясно одно, Шани точно не было скучно в компании Витольда фон Эверика, который осыпал ее признаниями в горячих чувствах и буквально сбил с ног кипучей энергией. Впрочем, когда настал час его возвращения в загробный мир, она вздохнула с облегчением, ведь у нее появилась возможность провести немного времени наедине с более чутким и предсказуемым Геральтом, хотя Витольд, наверное, просто назвал бы его занудой. Получается, ну-ка... Спелая рябина. Спелая рябина нужна. Я прав? Осмотреть, это не то, мне кажется. Нет, мне нужна рябина. Это что у нас?
Rowanberry brandy. Shawnee loves the blossoms. Might enjoy this as well.
Во, отлично, да, то, что нам нужно.
A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up?
Да.
Here's hoping Shawnee's a happy drunk.
Шади.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Seemed to like the Rowan. Thought you might want to try another form of it.
Well, I like to make necklaces out of the berries, but guess I am curious how this will taste.
Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off-key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea. Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
True. Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
Epidemics long forgotten, sure. But the romantic bits in that adventure? Don't plan to forget those.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent, but don't tell the old battle-axe. She'd be furious if she learned to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. But you can call me Dar.
Oh, thank you, Dar. I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Oh, I don't know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
What kind of beau's unfit?
So far, every kind.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
Really think so?
Really. Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
I wasn't in the mood. Would have resisted, tried to regain control.
I think you would have seized the opportunity.
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Ooh, gorgeous.
Been thinking about that kiss.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips, with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
Only one way to find out.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Это вам глупый вопрос.
Promised you this night. Aim to keep my word. And I aim to be direct. Even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
Rats. Pier's taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it, drink themselves into even more trouble. And I swore a solemn oath. First of all, do no harm.
You're the medic. Recommendation? Hey, leave some for me.
We need to drink fast, before they catch us. Come on, let's hide. Row me to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there, in the middle of the lake.
What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon.
Sorry.
Was it that bad? Or have you developed an allergy for me?
I had too much to drink.
Awake already?
For a while now. Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No, not the sort of thing you forget.
Exactly.
Sound like you wish you could.
No, I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Shawnee, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
Ну что ж. В общем-то... Блин, это было клево, вот честно. Это было безумно классно. прям квест замечательный, один из лучших, наверное, вообще за всю игру, если не самый лучший. В общем-то, давайте на сегодня хватит, так серия слишком длинная, конечно, много было катсцен, мало я комментировал, но она стоила того. Ладно, ребят, спасибо, что смотрели, не забывайте ставить большие пальцы вверх, комментировать, также подписываться на канал, подписываться на Google+, и Twitter, там вся информация, новости канала, также подписывайтесь на Twitch, там проходят трансляции, на дополнительный канал, там выкладываются записи трансляций, если вы пропустили. А на сегодня все, ребята, давайте, всем пока.
The rest of your life. It's the first day of the rest